Try to figure. You hanging out? Oh, maybe. All right. And now we are in action. Man. I feel like that always happens. Wait, let me go back to my start stream song. Bring us back to the get-go here. One of my favorite songs that we have here too. Okay. Time for a fresh start on stream. Oh man, I didn't know that my mic wasn't going right there, but happy Friday night, y'all. I've been speaking for like 4 minutes now. That's funny. But yeah, welcome back to the Lotus SMP. I hope that you've had a good week so far. I know that I've had plenty of good moments. It's been a tough week at the same time, but yeah, many things to be grateful for, as always, in this beautiful world. So one of those things being hanging out with you guys. Tonight on stream, we're going to be building a bridge with no plan, as the thumbnail or the title will tell you. But we have, over the last couple of weeks or so in the Lotus SMP, started expanding our pathways throughout the entire server, and part of the intersection that I want to be working on right here, leading over to Draconis's base, is going to be over this cliff area right here, and I've decided to build a bridge. And we have gotten an infrastructure. We've got the horizontal right here, and we fixed it up, I think on Tuesday, to make it so that it fit in with this arch perfectly, and I'm very happy I did it that way. Draconis was upset that I didn't have it aligned perfectly. I kind of just did it very rushed at first, and so we fixed that up. And then we also got around to making some pillars right here on this bridge out of some cobblestone. Each of these guys are 7 blocks apart, and so we're off to a good start. You can see from afar, you know, we're getting somewhere. But tonight's stream is about taking some stairs and some blocks and maybe trying to figure out the texturing a little bit. And if I am being honest with you, I do not have any plan. I somewhat wish that I did, if I'm being honest. I've been honestly struggling with this bridge design right here. But that's okay. I think that with maybe a little bit of humming and hawing, figuring it out a little bit, we'll be able to put some good work into this bridge tonight. And figure it out a little bit. I think that at least to start out here, we'll take out some blocks and we'll kind of, I don't know, make these a little bit thicker, maybe just on this part right here. And then maybe later on we'll come in with some stairs with it too. But yeah, very, very much a thought process and slipstream, which I don't know, is probably something you guys don't get too much from me. Probably because, I don't know, these are, building with no plan is almost one of my challenge areas when it comes to Minecraft. Like, I oftentimes build in creative, and thinking about building this bridge in creative, I was like, you know what, I think it's also good to, oh man, to kind of test your building abilities as well, right? And by no means is this, you know, as efficient as doing it in creative, and I doubt the final product will be as good as well. I think I'm okay with that right now, yeah. But you know, let's actually, before we pull the trigger, yeah. Oh, that looks way better actually. Okay, I'm okay with that. Oh, yeah, and then, okay, the idea is just starting to come, so, and maybe we'll probably take some stairs right here and kind of outline maybe a block or two down, maybe have it like kind of like pillar in a little bit like that. I think, okay, that's the initial thought right here. But yeah, you know, oftentimes when I'm doing my building, in particular, it's one of those times where I'm not usually communicating what I'm thinking while I'm doing it. Usually I'll just get in the flow state, and many people, I think, that like building in Minecraft can attest to the fact that oftentimes you will get just like, you know, into, I don't know, like, yeah, like the flow state, but like, I don't know, just like get so lost in the building process, I think. And so oftentimes when I am in that kind of building creative mode, I'm not really in a communicative mode, which I'm sure kind of probably makes some sense. But yeah, it's, you know, it's an interesting, it's kind of a good challenge to, you know, do it live, right? To just put it simply. And so here we go, just trying to try to fill it in a little bit. Hey, and Inka's in the stream too, my man. I am excited to see your video this weekend, dude. The man has been at work here. If you guys haven't checked out Inka Raid's channel, please do. He has a brand new video that's come out, I think as of the last 24 hours or so, I think. I don't know, you could have discorded me of just changing the song. You could have discorded me. Man, I like the lower key music now. I need to change my playlist. I say this every stream now. See, it's all hype music now. I'm like, I like the softer vibes now. Actually, here's what we'll do. We'll go into my liked tracks because they're much more, I don't know, kind of the vibe that I've been vibing with, I guess, recently. Thank you for being patient real quick, but I think it's about time. About time. Okay. Cool. Yeah, definitely please go and check out Inca's channel. Send a like on that video and maybe a comment or two. Yeah, I'm excited for the weekend. I think that I'm gonna live stream with you all tonight. Maybe a little too soft. Can't find good music that I want right now. Oh, it's a sad day on the stream. Okay, I can vibe with this, I think. But I think that I'll hang out with you guys and get some work done on this bridge. I am cooking up a pork loin at the moment. And of course, there's lyrics on the song too. I can't win, man. Okay, I'm just going back to the stream playlist. I can't win. I'm gonna choose a song though. Okay. There we go. That was too much of a pain. I guess if you are curious about the proximal distance that we have right here of the bridge to the Lotus Hotel, this is where this guy is right here. I know that ETAT in particular kind of loves knowing where things are located in the world. And so I've kind of been trying to show that a little bit more recently. This is my base. Lhasa is right here, and then Cobb's right there. The Halloween area is right here, and so we've been extending the path down here past the Lotus Hotel, which is kind of just like in an area right here. And then this is the Happy Campers Island. This is Banana's base. This is Draconis and Shaden. So we're getting close to getting to where Draconis's establishments are. And I think he's already built all the way here too. So he's pretty much ready to start doing more bridge building with me. which is exciting, I would say. And this is probably some good practice as well, I would say. Man, I just can't find any music. You Discorded me, left something in my house. Yeah, I haven't seen Shaden in a bit as well. I'm sure he's just busy at the moment. Okay, actually, wait. I got sidebarred for a second. Okay, we have a couple of these pillars. Actually kind of expensive when it comes down to the cobblestone too. But yeah, so, tonight I'll probably just hang out with you guys and continue to work on the bridge. I got a pork loin that's cooking up at the moment. I have a homemade ice cream that I've already prepared for the night, which is something that I always love doing. And very much like, I don't know, this is my peaceful kind of my routine, and it's how I like it. So probably head to sleep early and, just wake up probably, 4 a.m. That's what I usually do. 3:45, 4 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and kind of just take it slow for the first couple of hours. And what I'll probably do is do all of the real gradients and like all of the real kind of like slip build work, if you know what I mean. Like you see how like textured, how detailed the hotel is and everything. We're definitely still, we're adding the texture in here. This is definitely already starting to come together a lot more. But just based on the size of this build and the fact that I'm doing kind of more of a freeform design, it's going to be a little bit more time consuming, as we've talked about, for me to do this. So I'll probably wake up tomorrow morning and, just enjoy an hour or two of kind of waking up to the world before the sun rises and being creative, which I love doing. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's also like a really good recording time for me. I usually on a Saturday, it depends now, sometimes I might wake up and like still work out pretty early, but sometimes on a Saturday I'll like just like play Minecraft for a couple hours, especially with a project just like this where I'm like, oh, well, I started it really getting the idea for it last night, but now I want to go and really, put on all of the bits and bobs and really make it look special. And as you can see, especially since we're just doing kind of just blocks by itself, all of the extra texture work that is my favorite part to do out of build, and I don't know, in my opinion, really makes it shine. I must say it is quite difficult to be doing this in this horrible ravine, and I had debated multiple times on clearing it out and then kind of like replanting my own thing around it. Like, no, I don't want to like mess around with the terrain too much for this build. The whole point is for me to this was a massive obstacle. I don't just want to like tear it out of the ground, but I almost like want to pay homage to it. It's like a testament to like, I don't know, this Minecraft generation is, I don't know, it's realistic, I guess I would say too. I studied religious studies, and I love everything kind of like spiritual and esoteric and like, or esoteric and that sort of thing. And for me, the idea of like, I don't know, especially in like Eastern religions of, dude, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, I swear if I died from that creeper, okay. You gotta take a deep breath there. That was so out of nowhere. Okay. Oh, I was not ready for that. But one thing that I've been doing recently, which has been really great, has been two things in particular actually. Has been I am starting to train for a half marathon, which is fun. Many of you guys know that I love exercise. I exercise 7 days a week. It is Friday and I've exercised 6 times this week, which is great. So I'll probably hit 8 for this week out of the 7 days. And it's so important, just in particular for like, I don't know, my mental well-being. Like, I don't do it in a way to be like I don't care about my physique that much. Like, I just care about how I feel. And I don't mean that in a like of course I like the fact that like I have a healthy looking body, if that makes sense, but I more so like the fact that I just feel like I feel good about how I can move and operate in the world. Like, some of you, most of you actually probably don't know this, but I, probably work out so much because back in the day, I used to be pretty overweight, and kind of like coming to, I don't know, my adulthood story and a kind of a life turnaround story for me was losing all of my weight and kind of really, I don't know, building the identity that I wanted for myself. And I think that I just feel like I am who I want to be, as opposed to a reminder of maybe the version of myself that I made so many strides to grow away from, by the fact that I get that exercise in, and it also just has so many benefits in life. In particular, for me, I feel like if I'm able to exert a little bit of like control in my life, whether it be like self-imposed suffering a little bit, like, going hard at the gym, or for me, I oftentimes will make it so that I'm, quite cold when I wake up. Makes it harder to get out of bed, but you just force yourself to get right out of bed, and kind of just building those little discipline habits and tactics for me has been really just influential in my self-identity. And so, yeah, you know, it just makes me feel like me, but at the same time, doing something pretty hard every day makes anything else that I do quite easy. And as a result, I feel like I personally am quite open to challenge and like failure and like setback. That's definitely kind of my MO. And of course, you know, challenge, failure, and setback comes with pain, right? And resistance and difficulty. But that's something that I kind of relish almost as well, because I know that I'm growing from it. And I can't wait to see where I get from consistently, gotta put down that dirt block, consistently trying to be the best version of myself, you know, putting my all into this world. And I know that I'm doing that when I'm doing something that I find difficult. So actually, I really like that. It's looking real. That's actually, look at me go, y'all. Maybe I can build freeform. Say, why don't we head in here and into Cheaty Cam? Yeah, what do you guys think? That's actually really not bad at all. Now, I want to figure out how to use some stairs at the top. Am I making my life really difficult by not having, like, scaffolding? Right now, I feel like I definitely could be. Again, one of those humming and hawing little things. Actually, I am quite pleased with this so far, though. The texturing is going to come in, but we have to ease something right here. It'd be fun to use walls, maybe coming up from the bottom, too. Okay, I'm going to have to think about it, and I'm going to change the song real quick, too. But I can vibe. I can vibe with this song, too. Cool. Not a bad start here. But yeah, so since I'm going to be training for half marathon, I'm going to go for a long run. I've probably run 13 miles this week. 13 or 14 miles this week. Just starting like every other day, just like doing some running in the morning, which has been a great feeling. Got a great feeling. And then I've been also, you know, weightlifting on the off days. And then one thing that's been really great for me in particular has been doing some yoga recently too. This guy ended up joining a yoga studio. Oh man. If there's anyone in Lotus that's watching right now, I think Pug, what's up? I don't think I said what's up, but Pug, what's up? The detached cam for me is really messed up at the moment, and that's kind of frustrating. Makes it really hard to do recording little bits. Like I can't really control it. This is me kind of just like going around, which is what it is. But yeah, I joined a yoga studio, which is, I love yoga, and it's been too long since I got into a consistent practice with it. And so I love Hatha yoga, much more like a breathing-based kind of meditative yoga. And so that's what I've been doing. And that's been... Wait, I'm just going into texture. I'm just not even thinking. Well, so it goes. I guess we'll keep it like that for the moment. I'm sure I'm going to fall through the bridge and kill myself. But we'll take our stone stairs and start to go up. Oh. But yeah, so, you know, those things have been really good. And so I'll probably go for a 7-mile run tomorrow. I've been doing like 5 miles on 2 of the days this week. And then probably today on Friday, I probably did 3, maybe 3 or 4. So I'll get around 20 miles this week, which is kind of fun too. Kind of cool to see. I guess we'll break down some of the stone right here, pillar ourselves up, but I guess we could silk touch it back too. All of the stone that I have right here, like every single bit of it, is all from Cobb. I don't have any stone to my name at the moment. Okay, so Did it the wrong way. Oop. Just looking for another song. I understand Inca. I mean, I don't know. I kind of want the 4 a.m. to kind of be forever, and it kind of has been my life, if I'm being honest. When I was 16, when I was in high school, I started as a lifeguard, and I wanted to make money, but I also played football back in the day. So I had football practice and games and that sort of thing after school. So I would wake up really early in the morning, and as a lifeguard at the pool that was pretty close nearby, I would lifeguard from 4 a.m. to, or 4:15 a.m. to 6 a.m. And then I would, still had plenty of time to get to school by like 7:30 a.m. And I would do it 4 days a week. And then I would, work a full 9-hour shifts, either one day or sometimes both days on the weekends. And so for me, I instantly, I began to relish, the early morning grinds. And then when I went to college, I was able to do a lot of things, even being able to have the time to exercise as an adult amongst a busy schedule can be a lot, I think. But let's take a look. I didn't even take a look. Actually, I think I'm going to experiment. I'm going to go one full block, and then we'll go with the stairs down. It doesn't seem... I want it to be a little bit more steep of a slope, I think. But no, genuinely, I don't know. I really like the 4 a.m. thing, and there's something really peaceful about being able to wake up before everyone else does, and I also, if I stay up too late, then I usually make the worst decisions. So I can wake up feeling like $1 million, I would say. But yeah, it's always been, it's always been really a beneficial thing for me to do. When I was in college, I was able to do so many things, so many different adventures, I was a fraternity brother. I really try to, as much as I can, live under a motto called live a great story. And I know that sometimes the best stories are made after hours, quote unquote, but for me, I'm also really happy and proud of the story that I'm building for myself, and I get to share that with all of you, and you guys are a part of it. Whatever this looks like for me, wherever I end up going in life, you guys see me for me, and I'm so glad to have met so many of you as well, because I feel like these connections aren't going anywhere too. So one thing for those of you guys that have been hanging out here since the beginning of stream, where I can't tell because it's raining. Oh man. I missed a stair, so it's kind of hard to tell there. I think I kind of like it a little bit steeper. I can't tell though. Yes, I do. From afar, yeah, from afar it's definitely, yeah. Okay. I think we can mess with that, but in the couple of minutes at the start of stream, when you guys couldn't hear me, my audio settings were down. I really was just kind of talking about, I don't know, how important you guys really are to me. I take so much, fulfillment, and I'm so grateful for getting to know you guys and having you guys be a part of my life. And I've thought about that for maybe a year or so now. At first, when I didn't, have anyone that really cared about this guy or his videos, or that sort of thing, or maybe eventually I think probably internally there was a point where I just decided, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna try to be all this. I'm just gonna be me, because I like doing this, and I don't need to be anything more than myself. And even if I was successful, I wouldn't want to have done it in a way that was inauthentic to who I am. Like I totally could, grind my bum off and make, these 100 days videos that were absolutely incredible all the time. But, that was my only MO, or, just do some like really deliberate, just kind of like, just trying to make YouTube Minecraft a reality and that sort of thing. But that's not how I want to do it. I just want to be me and meet people like you, and the more the merrier, I think is the idea here, right? And so I don't know, at first when people started really supporting Break the Net, which, what's up? I hope you're still here, because I don't know if I said hi either. Like when Break the Net started supporting him in particular for the Hardcore Kingdom, his support, I was like, I'm so thankful and grateful for you, but I don't even know, like, are you for real? Like, I don't know, like, that imposter syndrome that many people that create videos at first can feel, I would say. Oh, and Mafurt's joined the game too. That's awesome. I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, I like my videos, but like, I don't really genuinely believe that you really like them. Like, you're really a fan, and that sort of thing. Like, I don't know. It really blew my mind. It really has been. Yeah, this whole thing has been so much more than I ever thought it would be, and so again, I'm just so thankful for you all. People like Inca having support for me in my life, even during times like this, where Inca, that it's been a tough week, man. It's been a tough week. Many things been going on. As you can see, I'm always keeping it as positive and upbeat as I can here, but as many of us know, life can throw many things your way. And man, life has been throwing many things this guy's way recently. Amongst many, I finally was able to get my car back today. Oh my gosh, it's out $2,500. On Monday, I just went to the on Monday. It's been really snowy where I've been living here, really cold, and I just went to start my car, and the engine light was on, and I was like, well, okay, my car's been running fine. Like, can't be anything that big. Like, if there was any big things, I think I would have an idea beforehand. But lo and behold, I went to get it checked out, and pretty much everything was messed up with my car, costing me a lot of money this week, and I was out of transportation as well. I had to spend a whole ton of money on Uber and whatnot. And then before stream tonight, I went to go finally pick up the car, and my debit card is from my hometown, which is in New England, but now I live in the Midwest. And so when I try to make a purchase on my debit card, if it's too large of a purchase, and all the repairs were very expensive, so it was too big for the debit card, I have to call my bank provider and have them up the limit for the moment, just so that I can make the purchase. And when I was able to make the call, since New England is 2 hours ahead of me, the office was closed, and so I was like stuck and like couldn't get my car. And so after such a long week, I was like, I just want to, please just give me a win. Like, please give me a win this week. I just want to be able to go home and be able to stream, and after I go on my long run tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go to the thrift shop, which is something I'm excited for too. but I was not, because, you know, it's fun to just like, I don't know, get some new clothes and feel good about yourself and that sort of thing. Here's zombie. Here's zombie. But at the same time, I love being able to find good clothes for the cheap as well. I thought I was gonna fall. I'm a pretty frugal guy, as much as I can be, at least. I am also, I've had some pretty incredible travel experiences and learned from some really incredible people around the world that have pretty starkly different views about consumerism than we do in the United States, and in particular about how bad American consumerism is. And we waste so much, and I, as a result of having learned from these people, to definitely have a value of, well, I don't want to contribute to, you know, more of the, you know, creation and, you know, like waste of, you know, articles of clothing. And, you know, at the same time where other people around the world, you know, just don't even have adequate clothing. For me, I can find, you know, a good fitting and a good looking set of outfits for a really good price with, you know, and at the same time, I'm not contributing to any more waste. And so for me, you know, doing something like a thrift shop is just like a triple threat. And yeah, I think it's fun. One thing about being in quite good shape is that most things your size fit you pretty well. And so as long as I can find like a design or a color that I enjoy, then I'm pretty good to go. And so I'm probably pretty lucky when it comes down to that as well. But at the same time, I'm pretty disciplined with the exercise stuff, as I'm telling you guys as well. Okay, break the net. I'm looking at the question now. I'm gonna grab a sip of water too. Let's take a look at this guy. And maybe we can take a look at the bridge as well. Oh, it's really not too bad. Who knows? Maybe I'll come like another one or two down at some point, but I'm liking the idea that we're going with so far. Well, let me take a look at it. That's an interesting question. Okay. I wish I could bring my microphone over to... I have to like peek out of the corner of my eye to read the question, but I like doing it. Hey Slip, I've got a question from Break the Net. If you were digging and you struck gold and the gold dried up, would you keep digging in the same spot? Would you go dig somewhere else? Or would you just stop digging? That's an interesting question. I'm thinking about it. I think that... I don't know. For me, I'm like, I wouldn't be digging for gold in the first place. If I was digging for gold and the gold dried up, I'd probably stop digging the gold. Probably stop looking for it. But the thing is, I need a reason to be digging the gold. Like, it doesn't make sense to me until I have a reason to dig the gold. That's so interesting. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts. Please respond. Those of you guys that are hanging out in stream tonight, please let me know. That's such an interesting question. I keep putting the stair first. I need to put a block. That's such an interesting question then. Because if I had a strong enough reason, like, you know, if I was like in the California gold rush or something like that, and that was my identity, and I was digging for gold, I would go to a new spot and I would keep digging. No question about it. If you were to talk about philosophically speaking with other things in life, though, I would probably keep digging at whatever philosophical gold there is. I'm pretty. No, I'm pretty like dedicated to things. Like, generally speaking, I really do give things my all. And so, I would probably say that like if I had enough motivation to do something, like, yeah. But I have zero motivation nowadays to go and get gold. If so interesting. I don't know. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts, man. Yeah, Inca. Yeah, it's been no fun, man. It's been no fun, but at least I was able to get the car back today, and so I'll be able to enjoy the weekends. Be able to get whatever chores that I want done. The one unfortunate thing about it, though, man, this is such a bummer, is that I love skiing. I'm sure I could pull the trigger, and I probably will in a weekend or two. I don't know. I just didn't want to throw all the money. It was just such a, so much at one time. I've wanted to go skiing, and I was going to get winter tires on top of it, but then there was the repairs were so expensive, and skiing is so expensive that now, for me, on top of all of it, it's like, oh, man, I want to go skiing, and I'm probably going to do it just because this is a good time for me in my life, objectively, but just kind of subjectively as well, to just go and have some fun and get outdoors and enjoy life and have adventures and that sort of thing. But man, yeah, this guy has been taking plenty of hits this week financially and etc. But so many things to smile about throughout the process. No question about that for me. We're actually making some pretty good progress. Can I ice skate? Yes. I am definitely able to ice skate. I come from a hockey family. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts. And I am living in Colorado now, which is where I chose to be. I came here for the mountains in particular. But yeah, I come from a Bruins family and a hockey family. I played hockey not as long. I'm actually a twin, which none of you know. I've never told anyone that ever. I've never told anyone on stream that I'm a twin. But yeah, I'm a twin, which is one of my favorite things in the world to be. It's not like we always get along, but I would never, ever. It's so special to be able to go through life at every single time an opportunity and go through every phase of life at the exact same time as someone else, right? Like, if you have a sibling, you guys get to go through life together, but especially in the earlier years, you're on different kind of phases in life. And of course, there's pros and cons where if you have a big brother or a big sister, they can give you some knowledge as to how the universe and the world operates in ways that you might not be able to understand at your current point in development or maturity or experience or perspective or whatever it be, right? But for me as a twin, I am so lucky to be able to kind of duke it out at the same time as my twin brother, right? Like, it's him and I versus the world, and definitely time to sleep as well. But yeah, I'm very, very lucky to be a twin as well, and he is a big ice skater. I think he's actually planning on getting into an adult hockey league pretty soon, which I'm very excited about. I think he wants to get in a little bit better of shape as well. So a good catalyst and a good motivator, and I think he's also hoping to run like a half marathon or something like that. So love the man. I'm very proud of him. But yeah, my dad was a hockey player. He back in my hometown ended up unfortunately losing in the finals of like his high school's championship as the captain of the hockey team. And my hometown, you guys are more than welcome to look it up online, honestly. I'm very proud of my hometown. Very lucky, very, very lucky hometown. you can look up Marblehead, Massachusetts, if you'd ever like to know where I grew up from. That's my hometown. And it's a colonial, very historical little New England town that is literally the beach. Like, my hometown is literally the beach in New England, and it is something beyond words. It's something very much worth checking out. I was very lucky that as a kid, we have Marblehead Harbor, if you look it up, and my family had 20 lobster traps right there. But there's also tons of ponds in Marblehead, and it's in, right on the coast in New England. And so the ice freezes over the winter, and then all of the kids go and hang out on the ice and that sort of thing. And I definitely was a part of that. And even if I didn't play hockey my entire time, I was more of a football person myself. But then my brother every winter, because he was a very big hockey player, just like my dad was, and played on some private teams and whatnot. He ended up going to Montreal, Canada every single year, or every other year, and he would live with a Canadian kid, and my dad and I would go up to Montreal and watch his games and enjoying the hockey culture and those sorts of things. Which was a total blast. But I have spent many an hour in an ice rink. I do feel like the fact that you asked me simply, or Knight, I don't know, it's weird. I feel like I would call you Knight if I was hanging out with you. I feel like I'd call you Knight. Knight, I feel like you're probably on the hockey guy as well. And also, dude, I actually really enjoyed kind of hearing the lore behind your YouTube username, which is your gamer tag, of course, as well. The other night on your stream, man. I need a new block, man. I was silk touching the whole time. Look at me go. And actually, this bridge is really starting to come together. But yeah, for me, I have an interesting. I don't know. It's a silly. What do I want? Let's use some stone bricks at the moment. Okay. Yeah, we'll come in with stone bricks at the moment. Kind of for the inner lining right here. And this is what I mean. I just get into build mode so quickly that I won't even stop to check progress sometimes. I feel like that's not too bad. I think what we will end up doing is we'll probably end up doing a stair right here at least. And trying to figure out how to kind of arch curve this part of the bridge up. Which won't be too difficult. I think. Might be a little bit tedious, but that's more than okay as well, I think. But yeah, man, this is actually really starting to come together. But yeah, my name, I don't know if I've told you guys my name before. Well, I have I have a long time ago, but my original YouTube name was Slipteeny. And I always I'd wanted to be Slip, but there was another Slip that was doing Minecraft at the time. I wanted to call myself, just call me Slip. But there was another guy that literally was doing Minecraft YouTube called Just Call Me Slip. I was like, oh man, he already took it. But then I realized I actually played a Minecraft event with him. And completely ragged on him for being the other Slip and that sort of thing, because he was bigger than me when he started, and then I think that he either just lost interest or fell off or whatever it was, right? But I've, over the last 2 years or so for myself, I've grown a lot. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna be Slipteeny, and the reason was because Martini was my Xbox gamer tag when I was like, I don't know, like 3rd grade, like so long ago. Whatever year the original Modern Warfare 2 game came out, was when I was Martini. And I was like, okay, and I always liked that. And then when I was in college, the rap group, Migos, I love rap music. I pretty much only listen to rap music besides when I'm hanging out with you guys, or really just kind of feeling a little bit more in the feels, maybe. I will, where did I just go with that? I lost my train of thought, man. But Simply Slip. But anyway, so Migos, they Simply Slip. I kind of like that. That reminds me of actually back in like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 days. Shout out for y'all if y'all remember that. When the game just came out and just how fun it was. Oh my gosh. So many hours spent into that game. But when I was in college, Migos ended up coming up with a rap song called Slippery, I do believe. And it was just like my theme song for like, I don't know, like a month, maybe 2 with my my best buddies in college. And so I would kind of walk in the room, I'd be like, Slippery. And so they kind of just like eventually called me Slip. And I was like, I kind of like that. Like, I can dig that name. And so I ended up going with Sliptini, and I was Sliptini, I believe, for like, I don't know, a year or so. And then eventually I changed to Slip because I ended up passing that other guy in followers, and I was like, you know what, I'm the real Slip here, like, you know. And so my YouTube handle, if I think you can tell, maybe, I don't know, is It's Me Slip. But you guys could say, you could look up on YouTube, just call me Slip. That guy, I think has fallen off. But he was more of a streamer anyway too, so I do think I felt a little bit better about taking his, I don't know, taking the handle. And besides that, you know, Slip it's 4 letters. It's kind of easy to say if you speak a different language, in particular Spanish. You know, that's the other language that I personally speak. It's pretty easy to still say, right? And pretty easy, yeah, like to remember and whatnot. And so for me, I just, you know, Slip's what I wanted. And Slip is definitely who I am. I'm an elementary school teacher, as some of you guys may know. And if you were to go into my classroom, you would see many different, so many different Minecraft related things, but amongst all of it, a lot of different Minecraft drawings and like fan art and like, I don't know, like all the little props and toys and posters that even like kids have gotten for me, and stuffed animals and Minecraft lanterns and all the different little things. And they absolutely love it. At the end of the day today, on Friday, the kiddos and I were all watching the 100 Days YouTube video that I ended up putting out on an island maybe about a month or so ago. And it's funny, I was like, I have a brand new video coming out tomorrow morning. Like, do you guys want to be the first people to see it? They're like, no, we just want to finish the 100 Days video. We really liked it. Which is funny because it was really liked. 22,000 people, I think, have, maybe more. I don't even know. Have looked at it so far, which is a good feeling. Because I don't know, it's interesting. It's that video is the most like stream like, honestly, out of any of the videos that I've ever made. You're DMing me a playlist right now, Inka? Cool too. Yeah. But say, why don't we take a look? That's really starting to come together. Obviously, we're gonna have to break up the kind of gradient that we have leading up into the arches. Kind of seems kind of like fat and wide now, but that's not really too big of a deal whatsoever, I think. Oh yeah, Knight, you should totally join like a beer league or that sort of thing. That's something I've been kind of thinking about too. I don't know, like I enjoy running, right? And so like a running club where you go and have a beer after, that sounds like a total blast for me. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds really fun actually. So I don't know. It's been a while since I've ice skated, but it'd be nice to be on the sticks once again, you could say. And Inca, thank you for a playlist. Yeah, if it's anything like my videos for the most part, which I feel like are slower nowadays, like I don't know, actually, like the background music that you hear right now, this is much more like my when I'm making my commentary after the replay mod cinematic, if that makes sense. And then other songs for me, like, go back to... Give me a second. This guy, which is where we started, is much more of the vibe that I think I like having. You know, not as much of a drum, it's a little bit more piano based as opposed to like a guitar and that sort of thing. I feel like this is more of my vibe. Yeah, very good day to let off stream after a long week. Oh, it's a hip hop playlist. Oh, I'm down, dude. Love hip hop. Love me some rap music, but that is looking pretty good. I think that is the progress that we'll call it for our stream tonight. I might get this little bit that we were talking about done tonight, but who knows? It's actually 7:30 my time, so this guy usually goes to sleep pretty early, as we've been talking about. But we have a new video tomorrow morning. I'm trying to go weekly on these episodes, which is could be a lot. It definitely could be a lot. But tomorrow morning, 9:15 MST, which is my time, meaning 11:15 EST. But I'll let you know maybe if that changes actually now that I'm saying it out loud. As I've been saying, I do want to go on that long run, but where I'm living, it's like going to be like 20 degrees when the sun is coming up. So I don't know. I'm trying to be a little bit flexible, but who knows? I might be hard-headed and just go for the long run anyway, and then we'll be on our normal time frame. But if not, it might be a little bit later. But I'd love to premiere it with you guys. The intro is one of my favorite intros that I've ever made. I'm really, really proud of it. I think that we're really starting to figure this YouTube thing out. And you guys have been here along for the ride the entire time. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for being here, being a part of my life. I mean it. You guys are more important to me than I can tell you guys. Have a wonderful Friday night, and I will see you soon. Tomorrow morning, hopefully. Enjoy, y'all.